Sure guys, how's it back again. So today I want to show you guys how to do a beat which was kind of inspired by Pierre Johnson. Yeah, there's two things which I feel like are very important. I kind of learned from listening to tracks by Pierre Johnson. The first one is vocal, like how he uses those vocal effects and those speeches, and also the mellow chords, yeah, those drummed mellow chords which are very soft and which keep flowing easily and smoothly. Yeah. So I think this part will demonstrate what I'm talking about quite clearly. So I'll just play the part whereby this were the two main things on the section.
Your emotional healing or your healing of your consciousness is the same. You will always have the layer comes up that is ready to heal. So if you just deal with whatever arises, you can heal that. Then you come closer.
So I think this is the most important thing we should check out first. So first things first is to download or get a vocal. So now I have this thing here. We'll start with the vocal first. So I have this thing which is a clip that I got.
Healing happens in layers like an onion, right? So today, this might be the layer that you're ready to solve. Tomorrow, it'll be another layer. You don't have to look for them and solve them all.
The first things first here is I kind of removed the lower end of this thing here. So I kind of removed the low end of this thing. I think this is a bit useless anyway.
Healing happens in layers like an onion, right? So today, this might be the layer that you're ready to solve.
So the trick comes with EQ here. This is the EQ. So if I include this EQ here.
Healing happens in layers like an onion, right? So today, this might be the layer that you're ready to solve.
The great thing about this EQ is that you can, let me just add a different EQ here. Come to this EQ, you can right click here on these presets and then you choose radio, something similar to that. And then you kind of work somewhere there, somewhere you kind of do.
Healing happens in layers like an onion, right? So today, this might...
It's exactly the same thing. I think it's the same thing. Not necessarily the same. Yeah, I kind of posted something there. So you work around your EQ there, depending on what you hear. So that's what you can do. And then from there, let me delete this one. Then from there, just add delay.
Look for them and solve them all. It's too hard, trust me. It's too hard.
So your delay, you should know how to like and choose your delay. You can see here there's not much delay. I just did ping pong, which is going from left to right, and then I kind of like the mix level is too.
Here's your good news. Healing happens in late.
So most of the delay is not that high volume you're on. And then for your
healing happens in layers like an onion, right? So today, this might be the layer.
Yeah, and that's it. That is it. And then there's the chords. Finding the right chords and the plugins is difficult. In plugin, it kind of is so soft. What you usually do here is find the chords, like the right chord progression, and then you strum them. Strum 100%. Would work, definitely would work. So let's try something like that. Let's just copy this one and then choose the same plugin. Just want to make an example if it was something else, not necessarily this one. So let me just choose maybe these chords. So what we do, just go down octave, so those sound a bit darker. Then maybe you take these ones which would most probably be your baseline, take them down once again. So we have that type of sound now. Woo! Hey, maybe this is another song. But anyway, so you go Alt S, strum them. So you'd have something like this, and then you take this before you do the top, make sure your strength is all the way up, so you have this thing. Yeah. See how it comes together. So what else now? Go back, you add a few keys. And then you do the same thing. Since you've added more notes, so then the strum will be like more efficient. Go. See how like that. So now something like that. Yeah, and that's how you do the chords. Wonderful, wonderful. So let's delete this thing because I won't need it. I'll make other dope chords in some other track. So that's how you incorporate that thing there. So we have this thing here now, which is dope.
Healing happens in layers, like an onion, right? So today, this might be the layer that you're ready to solve.
Yeah, so when I've used those two tricks from this dope producer, I can actually add other things of my own, which would make the song, wonderful. Like these things here, which don't really matter, but matter a lot. So here I have stuff like the keys. Yeah, I always keep these keys. I don't know. Then have some strings. Bass is my favorite. Yeah. Appreciator. So I'm just going to play the song, especially this second part of the bridge, which is quite dope, with including those bass line and everything, but it might clip a bit because the song is too good. You already know us. Let's go.
Emotional healing or your healing of your consciousness is the same. You will always have the layer comes up that is ready to heal. So if you just deal with whatever arises, you can heal that. Then you come closer, 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 closer to genuine integration. this might be the layer that you're ready to solve. Tomorrow it'll be another layer. You don't have to look for them and solve them all. It's too hard, trust me. It's too hard. But I can guarantee you that what happens is the process of healing is natural, right? I don't have to get you to focus when you cut your foot. I did it the other night, you guys. I stubbed my toe so bad I was bleeding everywhere.